Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we dive into the topic of how stress can ravage your body, revealing its devastating effects on your overall well-being. I hope you enjoy this video, and before we begin, please make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. We would certainly appreciate it. Did you know that stress can wreak havoc on your body? It's true. Stress can have devastating effects on your physical and mental well-being. Stress, often considered the silent destroyer, encompasses an array of physical and mental burdens that can dramatically impact our lives. We will shed some light on this topic and understand how stress ravages your body in 6 different ways. To begin, what exactly is stress? Stress is an adaptive acknowledgement that the body and mind experience when faced with disputes or variations in the environment. It's a physiological and psychological reaction that triggers a cascade of responses aimed at preparing us to handle potential threats or pressures. Stress can be caused by both external factors, such as relationship difficulties, and internal factors, like worries or self-imposed expectations. Physiologically, stress activates the body's fight or flight response, releasing different stress hormones. These hormones increase heart rate and redirect energy to essential functions, preparing the body to respond quickly to potential dangers. This response served an evolutionary purpose, helping our ancestors survive immediate physical threats. But in modern times, it can be caused by a wide range of situations. Psychologically, stress can manifest as emotional, cognitive, and behavioral responses. Chronic stress, if not managed effectively, can lead to negative health outcomes and impact overall well-being. Here are 6 consequences of long-term stress. Number 1, depression. Long-term stress can significantly contribute to the development of depression due to the complex interactions between the body, brain, and emotional well-being. While stress can be normal in helping us deal with short-term challenges, it can lead to a cascade of physiological and psychological changes that increase the risk of depression. Prolonged stress triggers the continuous release of stress hormones like cortisol. Elevated cortisol levels can affect various brain regions, including the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, which play key roles in mood regulation, memory, and decision-making. Long-term stress can lead to structural changes in these areas, potentially disrupting the brain's ability to manage emotions and cope with challenges effectively. It can disrupt the balance of neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and dopamine, which are crucial for regulating mood and pleasure. Disruptions in these neurotransmitter systems can lead to feelings of sadness, emptiness, and a reduced capacity to experience joy. Also, the constant strain of long-term stress can lead to physical health issues, such as sleep disturbances and inflammation. These physical consequences can further contribute to depression, as there is a strong two-way relationship between physical health and mental well-being. The emotional toll of chronic stress is significant. Coping with ongoing challenges, feeling overwhelmed, and experiencing a lack of control can erode self-esteem and increase feelings of hopelessness, core components of depression. The accumulation of stressors and the inability to effectively manage them can gradually wear down an individual's emotional resilience, creating an environment conducive to the emergence of depressive symptoms. Overall, the connection between long-term stress and depression is complex and multifaceted. The physiological changes triggered by chronic stress, along with its impact on brain structure and neurotransmitter balance, contribute to the increased risk of developing depression. Additionally, the emotional toll of ongoing stressors can gradually erode an individual's emotional well-being and coping mechanisms. Number 2, skin and hair problems. Long-term stress can have a great impact on the health and appearance of the skin and hair due to the intricate connection between the mind and body's physiological processes. The body's response to persistent stress can disrupt various systems, leading to a range of skin and hair issues. As we mentioned earlier, stress triggers the release of stress hormones, which can lead to inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation has been linked to skin conditions such as acne. Elevated cortisol levels can also increase the production of sebum, a natural oil of the skin. A surplus of sebum, when combined with bacteria, can fill up pores and contribute to having acne. It weakens the immune system, leaving the skin more vulnerable to infections and slower wound healing. Stress-induced immune system dysfunction can exacerbate existing skin conditions and lead to longer recovery times for cuts, burns, or other skin injuries. It can also disrupt the balance of the gut microbiome, which plays a crucial role in overall health, including skin health. An imbalance in gut bacteria can influence skin conditions. The gut-skin axis, a bidirectional communication system between the gut and skin, can be adversely affected by stress-related changes in the gut microbiota. In terms of hair health, stress can lead to a condition known as telogen effluvium, where a larger percentage of hair follicles enter the resting phase of the hair growth cycle. This can result in significant hair shedding and thinning. Stress can also lead to an episode called trichotillomania, which is characterized by compulsive hair pulling that can cause noticeable hair loss. Number 3. Obesity. Long-term stress can contribute to obesity through a complex interplay of different factors. Stress triggers a series of responses in the body that can lead to changes in appetite, metabolism, and fat storage, increasing the risk of weight gain and obesity. Stress can influence eating behaviors and food preferences. It can lead to emotional eating, where individuals consume high-calorie, comfort foods to offset negative emotions. Stress can also impact appetite-regulating hormones, such as ghrelin and leptin, which control hunger and fullness cues. These hormonal changes can lead to overeating and disrupted hunger signals, potentially contributing to weight gain over time. Also, stress prompts the release of stress hormones, which can impact metabolism and fat distribution. Elevated cortisol levels can lead to increased fat storage, particularly around the abdominal area. This type of fat, known as visceral fat, is associated with a higher risk of metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and cardiovascular issues. In addition, it can disrupt sleep patterns, which can have a cascading effect on weight. Sleep deprivation affects hormones that regulate appetite and satiety, leading to increased cravings for unhealthy foods and a tendency to consume more calories. Poor sleep quality can also lead to fatigue, reducing motivation for physical activity and exercise, further contributing to weight gain. Stress can also impact insulin sensitivity and blood sugar regulation. Elevated hormone levels can lead to insulin resistance, making it harder for the body to process glucose effectively. Insulin resistance can result in higher blood sugar levels, leading to increased fat storage and a higher risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes. Number 4. Cardiovascular disease. Long-term stress can have a significant impact on cardiovascular health, leading to cardiovascular diseases. The chronic activation of stress responses can directly and indirectly influence cardiovascular risk factors, increasing the likelihood of heart disease. The continuous release of stress hormones in response to stress can lead to elevated blood pressure. This increased blood pressure can damage blood vessels and lead to hypertension, a significant risk factor for heart disease. Over time, elevated blood pressure places strain on the heart and can contribute to the thickening and hardening of arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. It can lead to inflammation within the body. Inflammation is a key contributor that leads to atherosclerosis, as it promotes the accumulation of fatty deposits and plaque within arterial walls. These deposits can narrow blood vessels and restrict blood flow, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Also, stress can impact behaviors that influence cardiovascular health. Many individuals turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and overeating in response to stress. These behaviors can directly contribute to cardiovascular diseases, including heart disease and stroke. Additionally, stress can disrupt sleep patterns, which can further exacerbate cardiovascular risk factors. Psychologically, stress can contribute to feelings of anxiety and depression. Both anxiety and depression are associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. These mental health conditions can lead to physiological changes, such as increased inflammation and disruptions in heart rate variability, which can negatively affect heart health. Number 5. Gastrointestinal issues. Long-term stress can have a profound impact on gastrointestinal health, as the gut and brain are closely interconnected through a complex communication network known as the gut-brain axis. The persistent activation of the body's stress response can trigger a range of physiological and psychological changes that contribute to various gastrointestinal issues. It can disrupt the normal functioning of the digestive system. The release of stress hormones can lead to decreased blood flow to the digestive organs, impairing their ability to properly break down food and absorb nutrients. This can result in digestive problems such as indigestion, bloating, and nutrient deficiencies. It can influence gut motility, the contraction and relaxation of the muscles that move food through the digestive tract. Stress can lead to changes in gut motility, resulting in issues like constipation or diarrhea. These disruptions in bowel movements can further contribute to feelings of discomfort and exacerbate gastrointestinal problems. Stress can also add to pre-existing gastrointestinal conditions. Individuals with conditions like inflammatory bowel disease or GERD may experience worsened symptoms due to the impact of stress on gut function and inflammation. It can create a cycle where worsened symptoms lead to more stress, further aggravating the condition. Number 6. Magnesium deficiency. This is likely one of the lesser-known effects that stress can have on a person's body. Magnesium is an essential mineral that plays a crucial role in various bodily functions, including muscle contraction, nerve transmission, and the regulation of blood pressure. Long-term stress can disrupt the body's magnesium balance, leading to deficiencies that can impact overall health. As we've discussed earlier, stress can impact eating habits and dietary choices. Individuals experiencing long-term stress may be more prone to emotional eating or cravings for comfort foods that are often lacking in essential nutrients like magnesium. Moreover, stress-related disruptions in appetite and digestion can interfere with the body's ability to absorb magnesium from food. In addition, stress can deplete the body's magnesium stores due to the increased energy demands associated with the body's fight or flight response. The body uses magnesium for energy production and the metabolism of glucose. As stress continues over time, the ongoing need for energy can lead to magnesium depletion. It can also affect the body's ability to utilize magnesium effectively. Deficiencies in magnesium can impact the body's ability to manage stress, creating a cycle where stress leads to insufficient magnesium levels. It's essential to take proactive steps to manage stress and protect your body and mind. There will be other videos on the channel that will address these topics further. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share with those who you think can benefit from this content. Take care of yourself, and until next time, stay stress-free.